Chat! Chatty McChat chat. Determine your discount. Which, by the way, if you're not VIP, this does work if you buy the Angmar Sorceress. I'm just saying. And it's intended to happen that way. Okay. Let me pop the chat out because I forgot to. Because I'm a dork. I'm not playing Sapphires tonight. She was needed for storage reasons. I'll show you what kind of storage reasons I'm talking about. Because I went ham and cleaned out my shared storage. Oh, hi, Scamper. Oh, Scamper. Oh, come and visit. It's a Scamper. I am furniture. And I can hear her purring. Ugh. Look how comfy she is. Are you comfy? You're comfy. Is cat. No, is furniture. This cat, me furniture. So I wasted my entire goddamn afternoon. But at the end of the day, we had a result that I'm very pleased with. I just wish it didn't take 6 hours to have actually accomplished. And you know what it is? You see this? Look at this. Look at this! It works! It works! It works! Okay, the jumping was working before. Okay, the right switch does not seem to... Alright. Well, the right switch is a little wacky. Apparently it doesn't want to work now. That's fine. The left switch is working, which I'm very happy about. The right switch is the only one I haven't switched out yet. Pun intended. I might actually do that after the stream. Because it's supposed to be working as well. But the important thing is, I can now drive forward with my character and step backward. Those are the two things that I was missing the most. Because I can use my right click to adjust how I'm moving. So I'm very happy with this result. And I feel very good. Hold please. Alright. How you doing, Monoflare? Hope you're doing okie dokie. Alrighty. Oh no, it's Devilor. We're opening Devilor's channel. Okay, he's muted, which is good. And I will... Gotta keep my watch streak going. Oh, it's a Scamper. Scamper wants pets. So Scamper gets pets. You're rebuilding Hoot Bolt and you got to level 100 of the reward tracks. Now you have the hyena. It should be the Whoopi Goldberg one or the Cheech Marin. Oh, that's a hard question. That is definitely a hard question to answer. That's a good solid question. So tonight, just so you know, we're gonna start the giveaway early. I have two. Be for victory. Or if you don't like somebody, fuck off. The UK flip off. The UK bird. So So this is I like you, this is I hate you. It's kind of like, you know, live long and prosper, die immediately and decay. I stole that joke out of an old Starlog magazine, I'm just saying. Somebody made a cartoon of it. But I've always remembered it, and it was funny as fuck. So, we're cruising for a new title at some point here. Because Legend of Helm's Deep, I mean, yeah, but... we'll find a new title soon. And my home has now been set to the milestone over yonder, over here. So now I have free passage to Dol Amroth. As we say in the Department of Elfin Safety, Piano, Meado. Through. Speaking of elves, I may or may not have seen a photo of Professor Corey standing with Ishmael, Charlie, and Jamie. Arondir, Sauron, and Celeborn. And Corey was kind of holding a microphone. So I was like, I did ask, are you interviewing people? So yeah, Corey is hobnobbing with the folks in San Diego for the Rings of Power thing over there. Where am I on the LI reward track for this server? Because this is the one I've been spending most of my time on. Oh. Okay. Because I'm chasing level 105, just in time for 115 to happen. But basically I want to progress the epic story to get to the Gates of Mordor sometime this millennium. But I did say I was going to show you what I have done. Look at all the stuff that I cleared out. What just happened here? This is what happened. I'm now using some of my other cool named characters as bank alts. And look, I have over 100 slots empty. We're going to use that real quick. And I'm just going to keep all the Anorian crap, the Anorian crafting crap that's in the wall. So I took all of the crafting stuff except the West Emnet and the Anorian tier stuff out. But now what this also means is I took all of the LI tracery boxes and threw them into an alt baggage as well. So, yeah, I cleaned house a little bit. I'm actually quite happy about it. In the meantime, one other thing I will need to do is I'm going to unload some of these, East Emnet, Rittermark, definitely not anymore. 85. The level 90 stuff is still not that great. And I'll be honest, I don't use a lot of pots, and people like Druid, you don't know how to play the game. I'm like, fuck off too. I don't care that much. I'm not fussed about it as much as others are. So, again, if I die, I'm not fussed about that either. Okay, let me grab that. And let me push those down. Okay, Lunar Rose, how are you? You love the cloak? Yes. It is dyed Erdluin Blue. But let's start the Lotro points giveaway because I have 2 points codes and a 30-day VIP code. So we're going to get the points codes done in the first hour and a half. And then the second half of the stream will be the VIP code to give enough people time. Giveaway reset. Giveaway open. So points codes first. We'll draw them about halfway through. And then we'll do the other one. Okay, so I'm gonna start the stream with a tiny bit of snark. You may notice that I don't have all the fancy graphics that other people use on their stream, that I don't have these amazing thumbnails that I put on my videos. I would like to state categorically that I will not knowingly use slop for my content. No slop for my emotes, no slop for my thumbnails, no slop anywhere on the channel. Whether or not I'm doing anything right is another story entirely, but I am adamantly opposed to generative AI and will not use it, full stop, in my content. So if you see a graphic on one of my streams, or you see like the graphic here, like I made that in GIMP. The Druidsfire name is actually me having written it out on my drawing tablet with a stylus. It's in my backpack in my library. My startup screen, like the video behind me, is not generative AI. It is a fire video that somebody color corrected and made it blue, and I bought. It was a stock video that I licensed. My Druidsfire logo with the beautiful phoenix and whatnot. I did that in GIMP. I think I might have actually... No, it was definitely GIMP. So... yeah. Hey, you guys, behave yourselves. Come here. Over here. And as part of my adamance against the use of generative AI, unfortunately what that also means is if I see other people using it, I will not give them the clicks of day. I don't care whether they're doing like a guide. I am just tired of excuses, right? I've been dealing with excuses from my lawn guy. The company that I hired to mow my lawn, which my lawn is not that big, when I could still do it myself, and right now it's questionable, without buying a whole ass new lawnmower. It took me about half an hour. When I was using electric mower, it might take longer simply because I could do like the front lawn and then have to charge the battery, then do the back lawn. And I'm of the opinion, there was actually somebody that was supposed to mow my lawn today. Or to mow the parts of the lawn that the last guy just didn't want to fucking do. And then the guy who was supposed to mow the lawn today said, "Oh, I can't get access to part of your property because of tree debris." The tree debris is down by the curb where we're supposed to put tree debris when we cut branches down and take them down to the curb, and then the city's wood chipper service comes through once a month and goes it makes a very loud noise while I'm on a phone call at work. And the wood chipper service typically runs in the first week of the month, so it's probably going to run in less than 2 weeks. Probably like on the 5th or 6th of August. That debris did not preclude mowing of any other part of my property. Like, my backyard is fenced in, and there's a gate. The gate was open. Want to know why I left it open? From where I cut the tree limbs down from the last guy who decided not to mow my lawn. And said, "Oh, we can't do it because of this." So, this lawn company has had their final opportunity to make right. And at this point, yeah, I'm done with their lying. I'm done with their inability to keep a schedule. Granting that, you know, weather will play a part in these matters. So, a little bit of, you know, accommodation and understanding because of, weather and whatnot. But at this point, I've just decided that the lawn service is contracting lazy people. And I'm going to be firing the guy who was supposed to be servicing my lawn today and said he'd come back today. So I figured, I got the message at noon. Okay? And he may have even stopped by my property. He did not do anything. But he marked the job as complete and they charged me for it. And he did fuck all. And I have photos from before when I fired the previous guy. The one who decided to take 5 minutes, mow just the front lawn, bitch about the tree, and do a very bad job mowing the front lawn. And was also texting and marking the job as complete while he was mowing. So one-handed mowing. If he'd been driving that mower on the street, he could have been cited for text-free stuff because you're not supposed to drive with a phone in your hand in the state of whatever. It is against the law. But so to circle back to AI, part of the lesson here is laziness, not wanting to do the work. That's what AI is. And I'm talking about generative AI. I'm not talking about using an LLM that you programmed yourself or something. You're examining, you're crunching down data, for pharmaceutical purposes. Not things like, we're going to use AI to give you a diagnosis. No, I want a real doctor, thank you. Or, look, I made this piece of art. You generated an image. The computer made the art. Actually, the computer didn't make the art. The computer made an image for you. I asked ChatGPT, and that's when I tune out. Because people aren't thinking for themselves. They're not creating for themselves. They're letting the computer do the work and claiming the credit. But it lets me do... No. So I'm ranting about AI because I think it's a scourge on humanity. I can see some case... Like I said, there... Some number crunching uses of AI. I can see that. But until they all programmed ethically. Every single fucking one of them. And B, they're not destroying the fucking planet... Then maybe I'll consider it. But until then, it's like you go to... I saw a webcomic about this. Like somebody went to... the webcomic has a customer ordering a pizza. And so the server brought the pizza out to the customer. And the customer said, I made this. That's AI. Yeah, the exclamation is at the end, Monoflare. Because we're excited about the points. Alright. Okay, I am not actually going to do all of the side quests in Dol Amroth. Fuck that. I am going for... Once I hit level 100, I could just go to Minas Tirith. Scamper? What are you doing?
What brings you to Dol Amroth, adventurer?
Surely, there's danger to be found everywhere, and you seem a long way from your home. Lithiria's face brightens considerably when you reveal that your message comes from Dorthanath. She is one of my closest friends, and I have treasured our conversations. Recently, she had some wise counsel to provide about a delicate matter, but we need not speak of that. What message does she have for me now, friend of my friend?
I will take Dorthanath's warning to heart, but I do not know much about the people of Umbar.
We'll find out. Who are their leaders? Every child of Gondor knows the tale of Castamir the Usurper, of course, but his is a name from long ago, and I thought his line was ended. I do not know. My father has always said the finest way to combat a new foe is to learn as much of his history and temper as you can before facing him on the battlefield. I think this is wisdom. To that end, I ask you to go to the libraries and speak to Pethabir, the master of the archives. He was my tutor when I was just a child, and he believed I neglected my studies. This will not change his mind, but now I need information. He will know where to find it. Learn from him everything you can about the Corsairs and their masters. Perhaps in doing so, you will discover something we can use to our advantage. It would also be nice if AI didn't hallucinate. You once asked it to summarize the career of a friend of yours he's spoken to by phone that morning and said he died in 1982. Yeah, Alright. Okay, do we want to deal with suspicious characters? And now suddenly I'm thinking of the Fine Young Cannibals version of Suspicious Minds. Ooh, upgrade? Yes, please. We'll get ourselves some upgrades. So, what does this look like? Aw, look at that. It looks nice. Scamper's like, you're sitting at the computer chair. You need to pay attention to me and not play this stupid video game. Because I ignored her all afternoon. Wait, do I get to talk to Barrier? Because that'll be hot. That's a running joke for Professor Corey's stream, by the way. Because there's like a Barrier and a Barrialdur and a Barrier something other. Hi! Okay. 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 Hold on. Ugh. Listen to that purr. Listen to this purr. I am furniture! See her loaf. What are you doing, scamper cat? Come on, go on. She doesn't want to move. We need to go. One. There are only two things that I ever quote the turf wizard lady about anymore. One is the quote about Hagrid being described as being too big to be allowed. Because somehow sometimes I feel that. And the other one was Arthur Weasley in the Chamber of Azkaban, talking about how, scolding Harry by saying, you never trust anything where you can't see where it keeps its brain. That's AI for you right there.
Well met.
The bitch was right about something. It's always terrible when, like, the worst person you know or have heard of is actually right about something. Alright. Luna's lurking. Alright. Court of the Fountain, another on the wharf, another. Okay. All of them were asking around about a person meeting my description. Oh. I'm a suspicious person. Gotta sew a blanket up? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, the suspicious people are looking for me, are they? Well, I will go kick their asses. Won't it be funny to have wraiths spawning here in whenever I attack anybody here in Dol Amroth? It'll be hot. Alright. But let's focus on the main quest first. Let's get lost in the library. That's actually something that is one of my favorite things to do, get lost in the library.
Well, the scholars here are at your disposal, of course.
The first time I saw a Doctor Who comic book from Marvel featuring Tom Baker's doctor, was in a library in a little podunk town on the southern tier of New York. Like a place that the library is like, whoa, this is a nice library. And they had all their comic books and their kids' books in one specific room. But like the building itself felt like it was built in like the 1700s, like big stone edifice. Honestly, kind of like this, only not as grandiose. Maybe knock off the top floor there with the trees and whatnot, and this big arch area. At least to a kid, that's how large it felt. She seeks information. What a wonder! She has never sought our knowledge before this. Perhaps she has begun to take seriously the duty to which she'd been charged. At last. When I was her tutor, she was the very picture of inattentive boredom. It is one of my greatest regrets that I was unable to impress upon her the importance of study. That is ancient history. What matters now is the present need. The scholars here are at your disposal, of course. Allow me to guide the course of your study. Naramil and Noseth have traveled extensively through the kingdom of Gondor, can tell you a great deal about the land and our rich history. Noseth has a particularly keen insight for the lineages of the kings and the stewards, and the political intentions of various lords and ladies. Kirhael can tell you a great deal about the Corsairs, and in the port from which they hail, Umbar, south across the bay. Ooh. We've got lots of stuff to do. And a short time to get there. Let's get lost in the library, because I don't know where we're going. Alright. This actually, the mini-map will be super duper helpful. Scamper, what are you doing? It would be nice if you just, like, laid down on the table. Here, lay down. No, not on me. On the table. On the table. Not me. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, you scamper butt. Alright, here's Kirhael. Like, how do I get up there? And so this, I'm going to read all of this to myself. You can read it if you like as well. Tell me about the, see, me, I'm a history nerd. Oh, you're getting throat tickles. She loves throat tickles and chin tickles. She loves chin tickles. Look at this. Chin tickles. Oh, cheek tickles. I don't know if you can hear her purring, but she's definitely purring. What are you doing, scamper? What are you doing, scamper? Oh, we got a little librarian conga line going on here. Alright, tell me about the Kinstrife. I'm gonna read this aloud because it's fun, and Maid of Lions wrote this, and I saw him getting a little snarky today. Well, a little bit of dry Maid of Lions humor. Some people forget that Maid of Lions used to be a lawyer. And so he writes a lot. And I love a good history story. Runt! You're not AI. Runt, how's the weather smelling? Haven't seen you in a while. Today was, you were at Weatherstock today, right? Unfortunately, I did not have an opportunity to go. I probably should have, popped on Galdwin's stream and listened while I was repairing my hardware, but yeah, hope it went well. I was actually going to watch the TD show for sure, because I love the TDs, but they apparently weren't on their scheduled time, and I was in the middle of repairing hardware. The good news is I did get the hardware repaired, so life is good. Alright. So about the Kinstrife. It's a sad portion of our history, and not pleasant to talk about. But in the name of study, I will do so. More than 1,000 years ago, the king of Gondor sent his son Valakar to the lands of Ravanion as an ambassador of peace. While in that place, Valakar met and fell in love with a woman of that people who bore him a son, Eldakar. In time, Valakar succeeded to the throne of Gondor. Tensions began to grow in the southern reaches of the kingdom. What would happen when Valakar died and his son came to the throne? Eldakar did not possess purely Númenorian blood, but a lesser portion due to his northern mother. Eldakar did not sit on the throne for long, before much of Gondor erupted in open revolt. The peasants are revolting, sir. Yeah, I know, they do kind of stink. Like Runt. But Runt's a nice guy. We like him. A relative from a distant branch of the family line seized the throne, Castamir the usurper. The men of Gondor fought among themselves. They were dark and bloody days. Castamir was slain when, after 10 years, Eldakar returned to at the head of an army. Castamir's sons fled to Umbar, where they became the first of the Corsairs. Those indeed. Are the Corsairs to be feared? The Corsairs of Umbar have harried our coastline for many years, but the fighting force of Gondor has always been sufficient to drive them away. It may be different now, for our attention must be split between the Corsair raiders from the south and the shadow that moves toward Minas Tirith from the east. It may. So, one of the things I'm doing now is, this is the first time I've played through the Gondor content. The pre-battle, pre-Minas Tirith, you know, the Dawnless Day and Dol Amroth story content. Okay, go on, Scamper. See? Got a cat. And I'm looking for clues that Maid of Lions left to point to where the story is going. So I'm paying very close attention to Dorthaneth. For sure. I want to see all the little clues that point to her true identity. Who are the heirs of Castamir? I do not think any true heirs of Castamir still live. That was long ago, and the soldiers of Gondor could conceive of no mercy for the sons of Castamir. I am certain they were all slain. I am troubled by this title, however, for it means that whoever is using it knows how to manipulate the Corsairs. Evoking the name of Castamir in this way is a highly effective means of mobilizing the enemies of Gondor. There is more behind this increase in Corsair activity than there has been in the past. These heirs of Castamir may not be heirs in truth, but they certainly intend to continue the legacy of trouble he began so long ago. Nice.
Across the Bay of Belfalas, the harbor of Umbar provides the mooring for many ships.
Many great shits. Shits, too. And a mighty fortress was built there. It was an important port for the Númenóreans. But when strife split the loyalties of that people, Umbar became a contested land. It remains so throughout history, at times taken by Gondor, and at others occupied by black Númenóreans and their Haradrim allies. One of the most devastating losses of Umbar occurred following the Kinstrife, one of Gondor's darkest periods. The sons of Castamir the Usurper, chief architect of the Kinstrife, escaped from Gondor and named themselves the Corsairs of Umbar. Castamir's sons were all slain, but their legacy remains. The Corsairs have caused much hardship along the coastline over the years. Remember, we haven't met Jajax, because we didn't do his questline in Lothgabel. Okay. Let's learn. Oops. Let's learn about other things. I'm amused by the paired things. I think I want to actually wait. Which one are you? Are you gonna be the gossip? Oh no, yeah. I wanna. You're the gossip. I wanna get to yours last. Okay, the other one's upstairs. okay. The Prince of Dol Amroth is a good man and loves his daughter, Lotharia, but he has sworn oaths to the steward and could not refuse the call of Gondor. Once the beacons were lit, Imrahil had no choice but to leave for Minas Tirith. Now his daughter must rule in Belfast, and the war threatens to come here as well. Seems so. Tell me about the Swan Knights. They are Prince Imrahil's personal fighting force and guard, highly skilled and respected. Most of the Swan Knights departed for Minas Tirith with the prince, but he commanded some remain behind in Dol Amroth to protect Lothario. It is my understanding that she immediately sent most of these away to scout the land, and for anything that might pose a threat to her people. Which, you know, scouts are good. Yeah, I met one of them already. Alright, what's wrong with Lothariel's... Okay, Lothariel's betrothal. This is the gossip. I will tell you what I think, but please do not convey my words outside these walls. I do not wish to find myself in trouble for speaking in this way, but here's what I know. I have heard that the steward of Gondor, Denethor II, awoke from his slumber one night with vivid memory of a dream. What the dream may have been, I never learned, but whatever it was compelled him to propose that Imrahil command his daughter Lothariel to wed the steward's son, Boromir. Oops. This rightly gives good folk pause, for Lotharia and Boromir are first cousins. Oh my! And such close marriages harken back to the dark days before the fall of Numenor, when kin married kin and much harm was done. Imrahil disapproves of the notion, and I understand that Boromir does as well, but neither man can refuse the steward his request. Lotharia has stated she will consent to the marriage if she must, but the prospect makes her unhappy, and I've heard she has been stealthily leaving the city to seek the advice of the elves. I know nothing about that. I know nothing about that. So, Runt, if you're still here, do you want some points? We're doing a points code giveaway. Yeah. Just put the word points with an exclamation at the end. And you can enter the giveaway, and if you win, I'll send you the code. Through Twitch Whispers. Alright, we're also doing a 30-day VIP code at the end of the stream. But for right now, we're doing 2 points codes, and we're going to be giving away in about an hour. A little bit less. Alrighty. And, okay, so now we go back downstairs for the last bit of gossip. So, this is the second time we players meet women who have been betrothed to men who are now dead. And nobody knows it except us. It happened with Theodred and Horn's sister, whose name is escaping me. Ingith, I think? Yeah, Ingith. And now it's happening again with Boromir and Lothariel. Okay. Oh, I didn't even do... Oh, Jesus. I didn't even do the quests upstairs. I was too busy dealing with the gossip. Remember the rest of y'all. We've got a points code, 2 points codes, and a 30-day VIP code. You must be present for the VIP code later in the stream. But the points codes I'm not too fussed about.
Imrahil is well loved by the people, but his daughter Lothariel is untested and unproven.
Okay. He's gone to Minas Tirith with many soldiers, but he's left some of his swan knights to serve his daughter Lotharia, who now rules the city during his absence. Numenorian tradition allows women to rule, but not all folk of Gondor remember such things. I've heard some dissatisfaction that she was chosen to rule the city while her father is away. But Lothariel is loyal and complies with her father's wishes, despite her young age and a tendency toward recklessness. She recently disagreed with an arrangement of marriage, but it is my understanding that she will go through the proposed match, despite her feelings, with the feelings of a great many of her people. Some things are not meant to be, and I fear there will be a reckoning for it. Now we'll go get the last bit of gossip. While we're here. Oops. I don't have enough points because it requires 250. Alright. I'll get some when I level. I don't think we'll hit 100 tonight, but we'll definitely hit... I'm pretty sure we'll hit 99. Okay. There's a great variety in the lands of Gondor, from the wooded slopes of Blackroot Vale to the coastal cliffs of Belfast. Many folk till the lands of Lamadon, and work the fertile ground beneath which flow the 5 streams further to the east in Lebanon. The land of Anorion lies beyond the White Mountains, and at their eastern foot stands Minas Tirith, the greatest city of Gondor and Tower of God, from which the dark lands to the east are watched. Prince Imrahil has gone there with many hundreds of his finest warriors, for war is certain to be joined in the coming weeks. If that is so, war will come first to Ithilien, the lands beyond the river Anduin, on the very border of the Black Land. Want you to tell me about the stewards. Ever since the line of kings came to an end with the disappearance of Yarnur, we know what happened to him. Gondor has been ruled by the hereditary line of stewards. The steward that sits now in Minas Tirith is Denethor II, a wise man much like his own father, who was steward before him. Some 40 years ago, Denethor married Finduilas, the sister of Prince Imrahil, and she bore him 2 sons. They are noblemen, but they come rarely to Dol Amroth, and I have not seen them in many years. Finduilas loved Denethor, but some say that the tower of stone in which she dwelled was not to her liking, and she died after a dozen years, far from the seaside cliff she loved. Denethor dotes now on his sons. The eldest Boromir will become steward when Denethor dies. He is betrothed to Lothiriel of Dol Amroth, a match some find troubling. I heard Lothiriel disapproved of the match. It's not my place to speak of. Perhaps Nothless should tell me more. She has more interest in that. Oh. See, I should have gone the other way around.
I will tell you what I can about our kingdom. There is much of which I might speak.
Alright. The kingdom was first established in the wake of disaster. The land of Numenor fell beneath the waves. Only fast ships could save the household of Elendil and bring them to these shores. High King Elendil's sons ruled the kingdom together, but when the Dark Power returned to Middle-earth, Elendil and his sons Isildur and Anarion were slain. The line continued by way of Anarion's son through the many years, until Iarnur, the last king of Gondor, disappeared in the Minas Morgul and was never seen again. I've seen him! Though he goes by a different name. For more than 900 years, the rules of the kingdom has passed down through the hereditary line of the ruling stewards, charged with maintaining the peace and the welfare of Gondor until the line of kings is restored. Few believe that can ever happen. Any claimant would need to prove an unbroken bloodline, a task that seems insurmountable to this poor scholar. Yeah. Alright.
I see that Noseth spoke to you of Lothiriel's betrothal. I should have counseled restraint.
Did my scholars help you learn anything of use? It seems to me that the Corsairs are a dangerous threat. Lothiriel would be wise to recall the Swan Knights she sent from the city. I hope the information of my scholars proves helpful to you and Lothiriel, awakens her to the uncertain future that awaits. None are happy about this match, save Denethor, and as he is the ruling steward, there are none willing to speak against his wishes. All I know is that he had a dream of some sort that convinced him of the rightness of this match, but I do not know what it could have been. Ooh. Did he have a dream, or did he look in a little crystal? A palantir. Decide not to tell the earnest archivist that you know Boromir will never wed Lothiriel, but the young ruler of the city should be told the fate of her intended. What are you doing, Scamper? You're not pestering me. That's what you're doing. All right, let's go investigate this suspicious person in the court of the Fount. Then we'll go talk to Lothariel and once again be in the position of where I could or could not break the bad news. Wait, is this the same Rodwin? What are you doing, Scamper?
What is this world coming to?
So you're the one Captain Abadek is looking for. I've been searching for you and your friend Captain Jajax. You and Jajax are both dead. I'll tell you, Abadek, you're here and you'll rule the day across the Corsairs. Let's go down to the wharf. It is a good day to die. So that was the corner we were in. I don't know why the right one isn't working anymore. Oh well, I'll fix it after the stream.
Why are you bothering me?
Why do you sound like a Breelander? Hi! What are y'all doing tonight, chat? I'm afraid of you. Y'all being very quiet. It's very suspicious. Has anybody been watching Star Trek Strange New Worlds? Because holy shit. The new season premiere happened this weekend. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! I'm gonna talk about it a little bit more. But I do have a spoiler comment about it in my Discord. Here's our good friend. Getting ready for a late night snack. What are you having, Apu? It's Jajax.
What is this world coming to?
Why do you sound like a Breelander? Hi, Nerve. Have you found many people to successfully beat your characters in the Wayward Lobster? Okay, we're gonna get a nice pair of, well, a nice jacket. Alright, grab this.
I do not ask much of you.
Earrings I don't need. I mean, yeah, the stats on them are very nice, but neither of them are going to give me 25% XP, so we're not going to bother. Basically, I'm only going to do side quests if it means I'm going to get some gear out of it. Where's Stormlost? Hi, Stormlost. Stormlost is under the table. For a second there, I thought that other player, obviously they're on their war steed. I thought they were full sending themselves around that corner there. So I think later tonight I might actually hop into another game and play some PvP because I'm aiming for a specific piece of content. And it requires you to play PvP. I'm 400 points away from finishing getting the elite cosmetic appearance for my class and a cool weapon aura. And yes, they're both blue and silver. They're so cool. Squawk.
You have returned. Why do you appear so sorrowful? What is wrong?
There's no easy way to give such tidings as you have of Boromir, but you do the best you can and tell Lothair that he fell in battle, protecting those who could not protect themselves. Her face betrays a confused mixture of emotion. I do not know what to say. Boromir was a good man. He always had my love and my respect, and I would have married him for Gondor. His father the steward dreamed of the triumph of the kingdom, and in the dream I was the garlanded queen in Minas Tirith beneath the fair and golden sun. My father, too, had a similar dream. He dreamt that I was in a high place, wearing a golden crown. Oh, you will someday. Lothair wipes at the dampness in her eyes with the back of her sleeve. I mourned for my cousin and for Gondor. I was unhappy with the marriage match. But now that he is gone, I am sad for his passing, glad that he attained glory, and angry for my relief. I do not know how I feel.
I will grieve at another time. For now I must be strong.
While my father is away, I must rule in Dol Amroth. I do not have the time to come to terms with this loss. By the set of her jaw, you see that Lothariel is resolved, and the strength of her father is in her. I sent forth the Swan Knights for two purposes. One was the purpose of a ruler, to ensure the safety of her people. The other purpose was that of the rebellious child, acting out against the wishes of her father in the only way she could. That purpose I regret. Now is the time for the Swan Knights to return to Dol Amroth, for I will have need of them if we are to survive the menace of Umbar and these heirs of Castamere. Travel first to the beacon of Amon Lontir, east of the city, and tell Nedros to return. He is the nearest Swan Knight, and advanced in age, but he has not decreased his skill one measure. Travel then to the beacon of Maegond in Lamadan. Helidir is the knight I sent to Lamadan, and he is also brave of heart. The last of the knights I sent forth is named Rovolong, and he will be somewhere in the Black Root Vale. I know not where, but I do! Alright, let's go riding and collecting. This is kind of like collecting the Grey Company, only there's 3 of them. As opposed to like 7 or 8. Yes, I just stuck my tongue out at my cat. My other cat is under the table. It's Stormlost. Stormlost. Stormlost tends to always find a place near me to snooze. And at night, she likes to either she's a champion at making biscuits. Stormlost loves making biscuits. Scaper doesn't make biscuits too often, but she does occasionally. And the others don't let me pet them often enough. Mama Cat will kind of make biscuits if she lets me pet her. Skittish is doing a new trick to where she won't let me pet her at all or anything unless there's food involved. Like if it's time for treats or time for the gushy food in the morning, Skittish is like, oh yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna come pet me. Meow, 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 meow. But otherwise, Skittish lives up to her name. She's like, nope, I don't want pets. And Mama Cat was hanging out upstairs in the bathroom with Noodle. Noodle still lives in the upstairs bathroom. I can't get her to come down. Occasionally she does on her own. But not too often anymore. So I go up and give her treats in the evenings and give her gushy food in the morning. No walnut. I have enough walnut branches, except, you know, I still will pick up the heavy walnut branches. And the heavy, or the rich ore nodes. Pretty soon we're gonna start getting the Anorian stuff. Oh man, I forgot. Was this close to Todrent? Right. Macapo! How you doing?
I will return, but there is something I must tell you first. We are under attack.
Okay. And he says, young one, excuse me? I'm an elf and from the Undying Lands. You are the young one to me. God, I love lightning storms so freaking much. Wait a minute, Todrent is down there. This is not Todrent. Aha! They kind of copied this for the Tale of the Shipwrecked Mariner thingy. The Tale of the Shipwrecked Mariner is basically Moby Dick. Made of lions told me that once. Or rather, I guessed it, and he confirmed that that's where some of the inspiration came from. True story. It was the indigo plant back there, was it? Nope, it's a stalker. That's Todrick, so let's go up here. See, I keep reading those as chief stalkers rather than cliff stalkers. Oh shit. When they say cliff, they mean it. Well. Oh, fuck off. I want to see, is there a way over up here? That would be kind of cool. There is not. Alright, well, we're going down the hill. We're going down and around. Okay, maybe not this precipitously. No. Maybe this precipitously, though. There you go. Squirrel! I do wish the game was able to do more with underwater spaces. Even to have like underwater textures that weren't just rock. At least in a few places. It doesn't have to be like all over, right? Alright, let's get up there. We do have a new title now. Wanderer of West Gondor. That's not as an exciting title as The Legend of Helm's Deep. So wait for the next exciting title, and I'll take that when it's time. There's a warband. Skulkmire. Okay. Where's Skulkmire? Over that away. Well, we'll deal with it later. In a level and a half, I'll be able to put on my level 100 bridle that I've been hanging out. Ooh, hello. Wait, I'm not in the right place. Okay, well, we'll kick this guy's ass because he's here. I think we have to come back here. I remember. Alright. How's everybody doing? Anybody else want to get into the giveaway? Just put the word points with an exclamation at the end to enter the giveaway for one of two codes for 100 Lotra points, and then later we'll do a 30-day VIP code giveaway. I'm glad I actually found the piece of music that had the extremely loud, screechy violin, and it's now playing the other ones that aren't as screechy, and those are fine. I kind of feel bad because the screechy violins are only in the very first part of that piece of combat music, but it's just such a big part of it at the beginning, and it's just like grind. It's like nails on chalkboard for me. Small fellowship, so I'm gonna get my ass kicked on this one, I think. What do we got? Oh, hello. Oh, you got your bunk friends with you. Okay, let's go. Ho ho ho. Got him. Oh, Skulkmire is a lady of Ankh. Okay. Got some Skarn, Celebrant salves, Ethel-essences, and silver pieces. So not completely useless there. The points, the exclamation is at the end, kids. Hi, Tally.
I will return, but know this. I think a foe hides atop the hill of the beacon.
Okay, find the hidden villain near the beacon of Magon. Oh, Jesus, was that... Okay, no, it wasn't the one we were just at. It's that one. Alright, let's go find the villain. The villain! Alright, before I finish the climb up the hill, let me read this. So you're trying to write a play for your kinship to perform. The person who was the most excited about this suggested the story of Arian and Tillian. Having trouble making a story out of this because there's no plot. Boy loves girl, girl gets job carrying the sun, and boy gets job carrying the moon. Boy can't be near girl because she burns him or scorches his face. There's no plot. I'm so stuck. I mean... You could probably talk about what was going on in Middle-earth when each of them rose for the first time and what they saw. Rude. He's wigging out. Alright, let's go talk to Rovolong. And that'll be a shorter journey because we'll just go to Callambel, grab the stable master. But you know, you can always find... Is that Skulkmire back again? No, that should be somebody else. Coragwen the Cunning. Ooh. My character's so graceful. I mean, part of the problem with the sun, the story of the sun and the moon, is the simple fact that it's yet another case of dude needs to just stop and stop thinking with his dick. Am I wrong? Oh man, that warband is way the hell up there. Got him. Okay. It's 9:30 at night. Why the fuck is the ice cream truck going up the street? I don't know if you could hear that, but I was like, what? What do we get? Medallions, marks, and silver pieces. Okay, enhancement rings, always good. Tracery, not so good. Alright. So, that happened. I do love how pretty Lamadon is, honestly. It kind of gives us a last look at real beauty. The beauty of Gondor before the game hits us with the oh shit, dawnless day, and then it's doom and gloom until the end of the ring. The points, the exclamation is at the end, folks. It's not exclamation points, it's points exclamation. If you want to get in the giveaway. Hi, Ada. Karanera, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. And there, my air conditioner spins up. I love the fact that I have a working air conditioner in my office now. I'm so happy about this. Oh. Oh, hell no. Nope. Bye. Not happening. Not happening. I decline. I'm not gonna do a raid. A raid? No, 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 no. It's not on this server. And I love that my new air conditioner has a remote control that I can, you know, don't have to get up to mess with. And that it has an eco mode, which means it's not running 24/7. Fire film. Fire film? You sure? The point of the exclamation point is at the end of the word points, folks. Just so you know. If you wanted the giveaway, it's points and then the exclamation point. There you go. That's the way to do it. There you go, Tally. You got it. And we're going to be doing that giveaway here in just a few minutes because I have another giveaway going on afterwards. We're going to be giving away a 30-day VIP code. And unlike the points codes, you actually do need to be here for it. Or you have to be somebody that I know that I can find you later. Because sometimes I do like people to stick around beyond entering the keyword and then running away. Because people do that. You thought I was joking? No. I wasn't joking. You know what? We're going to go up the hill. Actually, we're going to go look for this, this other, warband. See if it's a small fellowship warband. We'll try to hack it, and if not, oh well. Okay, Hammock. You're a full fellowship. Let's see here. Oh, and your cursed warrior dudes are also elites. Yeah, I think we'll pass. We'll pass. Though I do have to say, doing all these older quests makes me kind of want to get back into doing my completionist on my main over in Peregrine. Not gonna lie, but I'm trying to get to the level cap of this server. Rove along. Already did this.
I will return to the city, but I cannot abandon the Blackroot Vale just yet.
Great evils come south, and I can't leave the people of the Vale at its mercy. Inform. Oh, it's this one. Take the shape of a great winged beast. It flew out of the north, passing over the mountains. Speaking of the north, less than a week from now, we'll know where we're going next. It's so exciting. And I would like to point out, well, I have been told by Cordovan that I cannot live stream the announcement at Gen Con because I will be there. Somebody else has those rights. I don't. Nobody does except the people who got exclusive stuff. However, I will be live posting about it. I'll be grabbing as many pictures as I can. I'm allowed to record it, so I might take my laptop with me. My work laptop. Shh, don't tell anybody. And set it up to just kind of record off the webcam, and hopefully it's not crap. The webcam and the onboard camera. I might actually, or microphone. I might actually bring this microphone with me and hook it up to the laptop. I don't know yet. I'm going to try to figure this out. Worst case, I won't be able to record on my phone at the same time. It's either I'm going to be posting off of my phone or I have to record it and then post it later and then everybody else has the news. I'm going for the clicks. I'm going for the clicks. Hi, Scamper. Want to see something cute? Want to see something cute? Look at this. Look at this. Go play. Go on. Scamper just wants to be held. She does not want to go back down. She just like, I want to be furniture for me. Look at her. Because she's so cute. She's so cute. Look at her. She's so cute. I hope you can hear her purring because she is purring so damn loud. But yeah, next Friday evening, I'm debating how I want to do this. I might, if I can start a thread in the official Discord, I might just create a thread and just live post there. And like post photos, because if I throw it in just the general chat, I mean, I suppose I could, and just live post it there, and then everybody can just bitch about it. And I'll also try to post as much as I can on my Blue Sky account. I don't have a Twitter account because fuck Elon Musk. Or actually, don't fuck him because that's kind of gross. Apparently 14 other women did. Not to shame anybody for the number. I'm just saying you chose that guy. Seriously? Ugh. Grody. So, by this time next week, we'll know the name of the expansion. We'll know where we're going. And I'm going to try to get as much as I can out of the developers about the game. About whatever. I do know there are going to be press articles about it, as usual. That I have nothing to do with. And so I'm sure massively will scrape whoever does the starting press articles. I love a couple of folks at Massively. But, yeah. I expect my content to get scraped from them as well. I don't know if they're going to be posting a page and say, here's the expansion information. Because it is an unusual time for them to make an announcement. It'll be between 6 and 10 p.m. Basically this time, well, not this time, a couple hours earlier from now. I don't know how early in the player meetup they're going to be doing it or how late they're going to be doing it. Probably not right at the very, very beginning. I think they'll probably maybe give it half an hour, maybe an hour to let people arrive. So we shall see. How will we know? I will be posting. I'm going to be there. And as soon as I have anything to post, I will be posting it in the official Lotro Discord. And on my Blue Sky and in my Discord. Again, I cannot live stream it. I explicitly do not have permission to. See, I'm the asshole who asks permission first and Cord said no. So, if you don't want to go to the official Discord for whatever reason, it'll be on my Blue Sky. If you don't like Blue Sky, well, I can't help you. If you want it on Twitter, can't help you there either, because I do not... Technically, I do have a Twitter account. If you go to, twitter.com/Druidsfire, you'll find an account with nothing on it and follows one account only, and that's the Buffalo Bills. But, yeah, basically, I went and downloaded a copy of all my crap, my archive from Twitter, changed the name of my account, immediately reclaimed my original name on a different email address, and then canceled my old archive of data so they don't have it anymore. Because, again, we'll go back to the very beginning of the stream where I went on a long tear about AI. AI sucks. AI sucks. And because Twitter said that they were going to train Grok, how I despise Elon Musk for stealing that word from Robert Heinlein. From Stranger in a Strange Land. You wonder what the new... we'll find out next week. Anywhere north of where we are now is fair game, I guess. I don't know. Okay. So we gotta go fight. Okay. And informant took the shape of a great winged beast and flew out of the north, passing over the mountains. It circled over Eric for a time, then it passed low over Morlod. I saw it only moments before you arrived, passing low in the direction of the mountains. He seems unaware of the nature of the evil, but you know by the winged beast that rides. You've seen its kind before. Nazgul. If this creature learns of Aragorn's passage and the army of the dead that follows him, so too will the great enemy learn of it. The Nazgul must be defeated. We do know, and north, we know for sure because they've said it in the letter to the players twice now. And they've confirmed verbally on we have a cave troll. Alright.
You have heard of this winged creature. I can see it in
have.
your eye.
Will you help me find it and keep it from harming the people of the Vale? Yep, I will. And then I'm going to get the light Nodhin robe, which I can't even use yet. And the irony here is, unless I manage to get 3 essences, well, there's no way to make this be as good as the jacket that I have here. Because even with 3 essences, I'm still going to be short on will. But I do like the Nodhin outfits, though. Oh, hey, there's the essences. Here's the Swan Knight outfit, which looks amazing in Arid Lewin Blue. Look at that. That looks so good. And then there's the medium one. The medium one looks amazing. I love it so much. Though the star leaves a little bit to be desired on a lady's model. And then the light Nodhin robe, which looks like this, which doesn't dye quite as well, but it's still very pretty. Alright. And we're going to get a gold tracery. Oh, nice. Let's go do the instance.
It is my duty to face this creature. We will face it together.
At least we're not going to...
A great beast flew out of the mountains, and now I fear a creature of much evil stalks the Blackroot Vale.
Oh, it does. It does. I do like how they give you the option of doing this solo or in a fellowship. Because that harkens back to the old Weathertop quest with Candaith. And, you know, retaking Weathertop, you can do it solo or in a fellowship. It was the middle of the night, and no, it's not. We've got 6 minutes. Well, you don't look like a dwarf to me, buddy. The Bane of Rune. Very brave man, I must say. Wouldn't it be funny if Rune is where we go next? Let's get out of here. We did the thing.
That creature brings to mind a name from the ancient years, but I will not speak it.
I have now seen with my own eyes the servant of that terrible enemy. The time has come to return to Dol Amroth. Lothariel must be told. Alright, let's go. Oh. Wait, did I...
I know little of the dead, and count myself lucky.
Alright, we've already done this, so... And we're going to grab this quest and cancel it. Because we are not qualified to handle that. We're going to pop over to Morlod and then go to Dol Amroth from there. I mean, I could just use my milestone to go to Dol Amroth if I really wanted to, but, you know, we're fine. We're not that far from Morlod. We're going to the north somewhere. In fact, I'm going to do the giveaway as soon as we get back to Dol Amroth. Meh.
How may I help you, friend?
You can let me go to Dol Amroth. Alright. While that is happening, let's tab out of the game and watch it go down to 15 frames a second. Alright. Giveaway close. Alright, good luck. Giveaway. Draw number 1. Tally. Get some more points. And the draw number 2 for the other points code. Etta Carinera. Sweet. Alright. Let's get you some codes here. Let's go find Tally. Let me find my codes. Alright. Copy. Alright, Tally's got your code. And we get the last point code out for Etta. Do. Okay, why are you not popping it up in a different window? Ay. Oh, the whisper window wants to be a butt tonight, apparently. Alright. Alright. You both should have your codes. The Alrighty. Let's fire up the other giveaway we're doing this stream. Giveaway. Reset. Giveaway open. Oh my god. What should it be? We'll just do the word Gondor. Why the hell not? Alright. Apparently my enter key wants to get stuck, but that's fine. Gondor! No punctuation, just Gondor. Good luck, y'all. Save that. Alright, let's go talk to Lothiriel. Has no pants, needs no pants. That meme, based on the movie quote, Gondor has no king, Gondor needs no king, was what I used to name my show on Lotro Stream 9 years ago. So next year will not only be the 20th anniversary of Lotro, it will be the 10th anniversary of my having a show on Lotro Stream. True story. And I think I am going to shake down Cordovan for goodies, except I still have a pile of goodies from the last time I shook him down for stuff. And I'm going to beat this horse until it's dead. Cordovan, if you watch the stream before Gen Con, don't forget to put the code cards in your luggage. Don't leave them at home. Don't leave them in your car like you did the last time. Like you did at Gen Con, or at PAX East, because that happened. And then I happened to ask him at the end of the thing, he's like, what happened to those cards? Did you bring them? And he's like, fuck. And he had technically brought them, but they were in his they were in his glove box in his car, not in the parking lot. He didn't park in the parking lot like right outside the venue. He was like down the road.
My swan knights have returned, and I thank you. But what is on your mind?
You tell Lothiriel of your encounter with the Nazgul in the Blackroot Vale. She's silent for a long time. When she speaks again, her voice is very quiet. Their words not much more than a whisper. I remember the heat of summer on the stones of the White City. It was late in the month of June, and my father brought me and my brothers to Minas Tirith with a dozen riders. He did not reveal the purpose of the journey until we were in the steward's chamber. I was to marry Boromir, the son of my father's sister. He was tall and confident, and a great warrior. I could tell that he too did not want the match. But he was an obedient son, and consented to the betrothal. There would have been a wedding on that warm night of June, but Boromir had a journey of his own to make. Ooh, I remember this now. And it was decided the wedding would occur on his return. I will bring you a wedding gift, he said to me before I joined my father and brothers in the courtyard for the return to Dol Amroth. I will win this war and bring you the peace you deserve, he called to me. I never saw him again. Her eyes are fierce, her mouth a thin line sharp with resolve. I did not want to marry him, and he did not want to marry me, but we wanted the same thing. We wanted peace and happiness for our people, and we were willing to sacrifice whatever we needed to achieve it for them. Our enemies have underestimated us. They think we are soft. They think we will give in to despair and give in to grief, but we will not. I spent more time in study than the Archivist Pethavir believed. I know the name of the great enemy, the master of the foe you face in the Blackroot Vale. I am not afraid to utter his name. He is Sauron, and we will stand against him to the last man, woman, and child. Gondor is not without strength. We will face the great strength of Sauron, and we will defeat him, or we will die. There are no other choices for us. I will call for you. Enemies are everywhere, and we've only begun to fight. Ooh, I love it. So, I could pick up the robe, except there's no... I can't use it yet. And I actually should pick up an essence for the one item I have that does have essence slots on it. What was that thing that I had that has essence? The shoulders. So, Yeah, I should grab some, an essence for that. Except these are... Everything here is level 100 because I'm doing level 100 quests. If you got the codes for me, make sure you use them before the end of the month. Oh, tallies worked. I'm assuming Ata's worked okay as well. I hope so. Squawk! 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 Squawking at the cat and she's like, what the fuck? Where's Stormlost though? Oh, sorry Stormlost. Oh, what are you doing? Are you... Stormlost, what are you doing? I'm nudging Stormlost very gently with my sandal, and she's like, oh my god, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay, the thing is, I don't really care about having any... Well, maybe this one... Nope, not Thief Kitty. Sadly late Thief Kitty. But we have Stormlost. Stormlost has her own emote from when she was still a kitten. I think you need to be a sub to be able to use that emote. Okay, yeah, the essence is like a 76 plus 76 will. Yeah.
I know that further battle with the Corsairs is unavoidable.
As ruler of the city, it is my task to defend the people of Dol Amroth, as long as I am able. To do that, I must learn what I can of our weaknesses and our strengths. May our strengths outnumber our weaknesses, as unlikely as that may seem. If you'll help me in this, go to the wharf and speak to the captains of the ships moored there. They will know the seaworthiness of their own ships, that they might be made battle-ready. The true sea power of Gondor is harbored in the city of Pelargir. That port is far to the east, and we cannot depend on the ships for its aid in time. Okay. Let's go back to the wharfs. Freybauer is here for Gondor. This will be the last giveaway on this channel for the rest of the month, because I don't have any DDO stuff. And I'm only going to do one more stream here before Gen Con, and that's gonna be very late. Gonna be Monday night. So DDO stream tomorrow night after work, and then let the dice decide right here on Monday night. And then after that, Wednesday I drive to Indianapolis for Gen Con. And then Friday night, keep an eye on my socials, my Blue Sky account, and also in the official Lotro Discord. And I'm going the wrong way. For the details about the next expansion of the Lord of the Rings Online. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be very exciting. Honestly, it's very unusual, in many ways, honestly. Because they've never, revealed a Lotro expansion at Gen Con before. And typically when they do reveal expansions like this, they tend to, like, push a pile of articles out, or get, like, you know, press stuff before, you know, during the middle of the day. So from my understanding, they're not gonna actually discuss it until the meeting, which is nice, because honestly, the whole point to encourage people to go to Gen Con was because nobody would know by the time the event happened in the evening.
The daughter of Imrahil wishes to know how much sea power she commands.
Very little, truth be told. I'm afraid that Aphrodite and these others will have to stand for her fleet unless she can request aid from Pelargir. Look to the Sea Gate if you wish to know the truth of it. Wee bit of a fleet out there, isn't there?
You see the truth of it? We are hemmed in and cannot escape.
Any Gondorian ship that tries to pass in open water will be savaged by the weapons of Umbar, reaching freedom or launching the attack. If you speak to Captain North of the Russagil, she'll tell you much the same. And I appreciate the fact that there's a lady captain with no questions. Like, lady captain, okay. Boom. Hi, Scamper. I go around and around. Hi, John Jax. We're not talking to you either. I have always loved this little shelter leading into the hold. I don't know why, but I just love it. Actually, I just realized why I think I like it so much. It reminds me of the place in Arc Genesis 2 that I had my base in. Alright. Hi. What do you think? Can we take him?
Did you see the mighty ship in the waters outside the city?
Before I became captain of my own ship, I served 2 years before the mast on the Aphro. Alfrabalm. I know Merrill to be a wise captain and judge of the seas, but he is prone to recklessness. If he believes passage through the sea gate is a foolish journey, it must truly be so. Alright, look through the sea gate and tell me what you see. What do your help I see? That must be the flagship of Umbar.
Oh, that is the flagship of the Umbar fleet! The Night Jewel!
So that monster makes the other ships look like children's toys. So basically, this is like the Super Star Destroyer, the Executor, in Return of the Jedi, right? When you saw it compared to the regular Star Destroyers. Yep. I honestly kind of think that's where the dev team got this idea from. I mean, obviously the flagship would be bigger and badass, more badass than the rest, but it gives me the feeling of the Executor versus the regular Star Destroyers. And also Nuluzimir in their tongue, Night Jewel. Many Gondorian ships have succumbed to the attacks of the Night Jewel during the years since the disappearance of Thorongil, greatest foe of the Corsairs. Would that he had returned before the Night Jewel was constructed and might have prevented it. But none have seen Thorongil since he routed the Corsairs almost 40 years ago. He is likely dead. He's not. I would not sail my ship against the Night Jewel unless I wanted to lie on the sea bottom. None of our ships got a match for that one, not even Kirnaith's Sulro here. Speak to him and see if he thinks otherwise. See, look at this nice shelter in here, right?
There are no good tidings, friend.
Alright, if there's any good fortune here, is that the very few ships that are trapped at the wharf and most of Gondor's fleet must be found at the port of Pelargir to the east. They are too far away to help us here, but at least those ships are not caught like rabbits in a trap as we are. It is hopeless. Oh, man.
I told my crew to find what merriment they can throughout the city.
The sight of fleet beyond the sea gate seemed likely to put my men in poor spirits. Alright, gave them leave. But Ethereal has not given up hope. I fear their absence will prove an embarrassment to me. Go to the Harper's Court to the west side of the city and tell my crewmen to return. We will do what we can to make her ready for battle, as unlikely victories that seems to be. Alrighty. Bum 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 bum. Tomorrow I gotta work. Then we'll get back into the new DDO expansion tomorrow night on DDO stream. It'll be fun. Actually, I was really enjoying the quest I did last night, or one of the quests I did last night. The Demon Lord of Pleasure. Ooh. Sent us through a maze to solve a puzzle, and it was a lot of fun. Wait, Ekthel? Isn't there an Ekthel in Morlod? No, I don't think I've ever gone up here to see what's over here. Just like a little place to watch. I would hope there's a couple of side quests that take you over there, at least one or something. I'm not very much a fan of building something in a video game just to build it. I would want there to be some function there, like a reason why it exists. What is Galvus here? I haven't finished my drink. Bah.
I greet you, friend.
Alright, I'm gonna chase down your music because it's free XP. Are you chatting up this lady? Leave her alone. Lojo stream with the raid taters. Okay, we're gonna stand here. Alright, got it. You're just in time. We're doing a giveaway for a 30-day point code. A 30-day point, no, 30-day VIP code. courtesy of Standing Stone Games. So just put the word Gondor in chat to join the giveaway. There we go. Free. Gondor does have Druids today, indeed.
I greet you, friend.
Yay, free XP. Dictator raid. We're gonna speed our way, careen our way through town. Ooh, we completed our first leg of the Strength of Sauron. So, the 9th chapter, the 9 books of the Strength of Sauron were non-expansion content. I always have the best outfits. Yeah, well, in fairness, my character is wearing Dunland gear. Dunland has the best cosmetics in the game. We all know this. Except for, you know, some of the patrons' coffers. Let's go the wrong way here. Whoops. Went the wrong way again and again and again. So yeah, all my pieces of my gear are, oh. Whoa. Almost. Almost. See, the trick here to doing this on a war seat is to let off the gas. Let off the gas, make the corner, hit the gas again. Oh. It said return to the Sulro here, and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm here. What's going on? Hey, J-Jax. I'm sorry, Jaw-Jax. His name is actually Jaw-Jax, which is actually kind of funny if you think about it, because in English, jaw-jacking is just basically yapping and just talking, and kind of like what streamers do all the time. Oh, here's all the... Uh-oh.
These courtiers came here under a flag of peace, but I do not trust them.
I bring a message for the ruler of this city.
Can you take me to this man? He sees something in your eye and he smirks. So it is true, a woman rules this city. Bring me before and I will deliver my message. You tell the emissary that you will bring the message, but not the messenger. He nods, apparently impressed with your response. Tell her this, then. Balachor the Scourge, heir of Castamir, and ruler of every Gondorian shore licked by the waves, invites her to treat with him on the deck of the mighty ship Nuzulmir. Nuluzimir. I could say this. I will await your response. Yeah, that ain't happening. Bye, Poutine. Alright. Pow. Scamper is curled up in a ball. And so Stormlost. Hi, Stormlost. Oh, what are you doing, little kitten? Oh, she just yawned. Stormlost just yawned. And her tongue curled up. Oh, so cute. After the stream, I'm also going to put in a bug report. I said I was going to do it yesterday, and I didn't do it yesterday. But I'm going to have to, because I was waiting for something to finish up. Uh-oh. Dorthaneth is here. Hi.
How do the ships fare?
As grim as you've heard? Yep. What else can there be?
Something must be done, but what, I wonder?
Jilson's impassively to give her the message from the emissary of Umbar. Thank you for bringing the message to me. If something was done, but what, I wonder? Help her decide what to do about Balahor's proposal. The answer is going to be no.
I could use your counsel.
Mm-hmm. I'm the ruler of Dol Amroth while my father's away, and it is my duty to do what is best for his people. How am I to know what that is? Would my father treat with Balahor? Would he have gone to his enemy's flagship under a banner of peace? It does not matter to me what Prince Imrahil might have done if he were in his daughter's place, for he is not. I do not think Balahor would have made this request of Imrahil. She must not trust him. He is a snake, like the others who call themselves heirs of Castamere. His flagship will not be a place of safety for her or for anyone. You must urge her to reject this proposal. Yeah, don't do it. Just don't do it. You must not go. That is reckless. But should I not take the risk if it means saving lives? I do not trust Balahor, but I want to save my city. Could this be the way to accomplish it? No, don't do it! What if another were to go? An adventure, one used to danger. I'm getting volunteered. It seems to me a wiser course, if you are willing to risk the adventure. Balahor cannot be trusted, but you may be better prepared to deal with any treachery he might think to enact. Walk with me, and I'll do my best to prepare you for this errand. You will be beyond the help of the Gondor and the Albarim. Sure. An awkward and unpleasant silence. That's funny. Nope, I'm not. Uh-huh. But that was your plan, sir. I did kind of notice that. You must have already known this. Most of Gondor's warriors have been called to battles elsewhere. Even were they here, there's little they could do against the fleet of Umbar. But I have been a poor host. You must be quite parched and have done naught to tell you the things you already know. These bottles belong to my personal stock. Have a sip of the finest wines of Umbar. And let's take a quick look. Now, they're not really showing, like, Umbar. Accept or refuse. Well, let's see. Bet you are not thirsty. Well, that's too bad. Look around you. What do you see? You see the seafaring power of Umbar, rebuilt from nothing. 30 years ago, a hero of Gondor sailed to Umbar at the head of a fleet. He burned the ships he found at the port and took the city. The corsairs have spent their time nursing their hurts and rebuilding their power. No hero will save Gondor from them this time. Where is that hero now? He is gone, and now they have come to return that overdue favor. I will burn his fleet as he did that of Umbar, but there will be nothing left to rebuild when I'm finished with it. Oh yeah, you're not getting that, sir. You're not getting that at all. Yeah, whatevs.
Curse Balakor and all his kind.
I deem you were near the end of your strength when I pulled you from the water. Any delay, and I do not know we would have gotten to you in time. Mark my words. Well, that scoundrel will pay for this betrayal. This is the sort of treachery I would expect from anyone calling himself the heir of Castamere. Did you learn anything of his plans? You should bring word of them to Lothiriel at once. Okay, let's go. Don't forget the word Gondor in chat for your chance to win a 30-day VIP code. Because I get them because I'm a content creator, but I don't need them because I'm a lifer. So I can always give them away. Tatsika! Welcome to the channel. Ginger! How you doing? I sound like I'm Italian. How you doing? Which, actually, from my understanding, my family is very much Italian and German. Spending a quite... happy birthday, Ginger! It's apparently also Ponton's birthday today, so happy birthday, Ponton. I know you're not watching. Or if you're watching and I just weren't aware of it. On my glanced on Goldwyn's stream earlier today, I saw he was doing like MC work at Weatherstock. I didn't really have an opportunity to stop in at Weatherstock. I was fixing my Razor Tartarus thing. Apparently Nicole loves Lotro, too. Yeah, the Swan Knight armor sets, these Nadheen armor sets were my favorite in the game until Mordor came out. And we got the Great Alliance outfit and like, oh my god. How am I doing? I'm doing okay today. I'm actually happier than I was when I started the day because I fixed the thumbstick on my Razor Tartarus. It now works. Look at this. I can move forward and backwards again. Into the sides. Though the right one isn't working, so I think I will actually replace that switch as well. Which should not take me that long. It'll take me longer to get all the tools back out. But I actually was enjoying playing with a soldering iron earlier today and desoldering wick and yeah, it was fun. Alright, Lothario, what you got?
Balakor is content to keep the ships of Dol Amroth trapped within the city.
Okay, tell Lothario that Balakor's plan is to destroy the Gondorian fleet at Pelargir. She nods. That's what I suspected. It's good to hear it directly. It seems... okay. Will sail with as much force as he can spare to Pelargir, where he will try to take the rest of the fleet unawares. I need you to ride there and warn them. Travel through the Ringlow Vale and Dor and Ernil, telling the people there to seek shelter from their foes and come to Pelargir as quickly as you can. I've not been to the Ringlow Vale for some months, but I remember the town of Ethering and will be on your way. Stop there on your journey and tell them what is happening. And be strong for my father's sake and for mine. So yeah, that was the good part of the day. But there has also been a bad part of the day. In that I'm yet again having problems getting my lawn mowed correctly. Or in this case at all. Somebody was due to arrive today to mow the lawn. And at noon, he flagged the job as completed, but said, oh, I was unable to access part of your property because of tree debris. The tree debris was down by the curb where it's supposed to be when you are waiting on the city to send their wood chipper on through once a month. And the rest of the property was available to mow. Alright. The quickest way to the town of Ethering is actually going to be... we're gonna go to Callambel and ride over from there, because we're gonna shortcut, like, all of this here. So I've had it with this lawn company. I've tried to be really nice and patient and understanding of, you know, mild delays due to weather or whatever.
These are
but
troublesome
they've been jerking me
times
around
indeed.
way too long, and I'm done with them. And I also got a second email saying, "Oh, he'll be here today. Your job has been rescheduled for today." So I'm like, "Okay, I'll give him till, you know, like 7 o'clock or something, because, you know, sometimes you get mowing and you're mowing later in the day, whatever, and that's fine." But yeah, no, he didn't come back. He didn't mow anything. And if they charge me for this, the company, I'm going to freaking throw a shoe at them. Yeah, I'm going to have their heads on pikes, I think. I'm done with them. And I'm going to get another company to do my yard work, because these people are obviously... this company is shady. I've already had to have, like, the previous mow credited back to my account because the guy half-assed it. He did like a... well, actually, he quarter-assed it. So it's just been bad all around, and I'm just tired of them. So I'm gonna get another company to do it. And then I'm gonna look them up on Yelp and give them a shitty review. Because they'll have earned it. And I've got photos, and you can cite chapter and verse. The Dawnless Day. Now the game will be dark and gloomy until you get out of Mirkwood. No, it'll be nice in Athelion. It'll be nice in Athelion for a little bit. Scamper, what are you doing? For a second there, I thought this guy's name said Trogdor.
The sun never rose this morning. Some evil has been unleashed.
Yeah, I'm thinking that might be true.
Is this some sorcery?
Yes. Do our foes have the power to blanket the skies in shadow? Yes. How can we hope to fight against such evils, even with such strong men as Prince Imrahil taking up the sword? Continuing night has caused the orcs to grow more bold, and they have come down from the mountains after a respite of many years. If you're truly an adventurer, you would do a great service to my people by slaying these creatures and driving them back into the mountains. Look for the vile creatures to the northeast of town. We can also use a supply of suitable tinder. If the darkness does not abate soon, we'll need to keep the torches lit. Exactly, Big Door. Trogdor the Burninator. Hold on, hold on. She is being so needy now. She's being such a needy cat. You remember the old memes? Yeah. I remember the days before they were called cat macros. Or no, before they were called cat macros for like 5 minutes, and then everybody started calling them lolcats. And now they're just memes. You're back. How's the stream going? We're in the Dawnless Day, and I still have a cat. Hi. Look. Look, it's a scamper. It's a scamper cat. Come on. Come on. Alright, let's get some tinder and beat up some orcs. Let's go. Honestly, the best place to beat up the orcs is just up here, honestly. Alright, we're gonna have a little bit of fun here because these guys are now yellow to me. So there's more of a chance that I could generate all kinds of fun. Like this. level is that guy? He's a 101, so he's having way more fun with these guys than I am. I hope he saves some for me, though. Yeah, I killed your wraith for you, buddy. I'll take your free stuff, though. Whoops, get out of there. I remember once upon a time that a roving threat was passing through here. Oh, hello. Hi. Right in the kisser. A cave troll. They've got a cave troll. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, I didn't mean to hit the guy up there, but okay, I'll go with it. Now the outpack back was full of shit. Got another half hour to go. Then I'll do a drawing to see who wins the 30-day VIP code. So stick around, stick around. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go get the Tinder. Not to be confused with the dating app of the same name. Excuse me, gentlemen. We're just gonna cross here. Though I am always amused when I think of Tinder, the dating app, in that there is a dwarf in Freren's court ever since the game opened over at Thorin's Gate, with the name Tinder spelled exactly the same way as the app, and it predates the app, so Yep. I'm always amused by that. Yeah, that's the NPC I'm referring to. Wow, this respawned like super fast. I'm getting a Norian hide and Aerolingus hide. Oh. I actually cut my finger earlier today. It hurts. Okay, let's go to Tologor. Tologlor? Tologlor? I don't know. So again, as a reminder, next week I'm only going to be streaming on Monday, and Sunday and Monday, because I'll be at Gen Con, but I should be back the following Monday. So unfortunately, after tonight, it's going to be a lot of DDO streams, well, at least a few, and then we'll be back to our Lotro bullshit the following Friday, the 7th of August. How is it August already? You know, I still haven't gotten this horse from my main, and I'm thinking this horse would go very, very, very well with the Faramir outfit. You just dye that shit up? You get Warsteed cosmetics for it? That'd be cool.
The shadow may be unrelenting, but we will not cower before it.
Alrighty. Take some of the wood you've collected and relight any of the torches that have gone out. Alright. We'll relight some damn torches. I'm a lamplighter! To quote, man, this game has everything. It's standing stone, is in standing torches. What else is standing around? Let me not forget the stable master here in a moment. In fact, let's go to her right now.
Gondor needs your aid.
Thank you. I kind of want to go in here and see if Kyber's mom is in here. Look, Ma, no hands. It's one of my favorite things about Lotro is the click to move thing. I'm sorry, the right click to
Will
move.
this night ever end?
Nope. Will we see the sun again? Yes, you will.
I have family in the town of Linhir, and I worry for their safety.
Oh dear. Find your brother Ingalad. Okay. We'll go to Linhir and see what's what. I see the folks here in Ethring were very, very clever to make it so that people couldn't just ride right through town. That they would have to, like, adjust their course a little bit. Very clever. Also, yeah, we have these things. However, I'm gonna hold on to them because I'm gonna play the long game with those. I have a plan. A very long-term plan. Let's go. Because I do actually want my main to eventually get that damn horse, so... In order to do that, I want to collect those tokens and send them on. Though, of course, if I quested around and got more of those tokens, I would have more to send over to Peregrine when the day eventually comes, when that's going to happen. And I'm now reminded I need to check my stuff over on Peregrine. Now that I'm not sure my forges of Imladris that I picked up on Glamdring made it over to Peregrine. Oh. Because 60 items from my wardrobe on Glamdring did not make the transfer to Sting. 50 of them did, but not all 60. And so now I'm wondering if anything got stuck on Sting. So I will look that up in a minute. I'm looking to see what's what. Alright. Let's go to Linhir. Find out the truth of the matter. And if we really wanted to farm mats and boxes and shit, there's a good town to do it. But I'm not in a rush to do that right now. I'm riding to Linhir. Bye! Oh no, there's crafting mats there for me. Well, maybe I'll come back for them. Though I have to start being careful. I've got orange mobs around me, so I think on the other side of Linhir they'll be red. So I will need to start doing a few side quests. That is a shit ton of Corsairs. Of course, being the mouths of the Anduin. You don't understand why people don't like war states? To me, they're so much fun and really easy to control once you understand it. Slowing down makes quartering much easier. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people don't actually know that you can disable or enable automatic slowdown. That's part of the problem. Is I think they don't know about the automatic slowdown thing that you can turn on under combat options. Wait, there's an automatic slowdown? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
These are troublesome times indeed.
You've been doing it manually? Here, I'll show you. Combat options. Warsteed auto slowdown right there. all it does is, I'll show you, actually. Let me turn so I have a little bit of space. See, no hand. Grab my here. I'll even unplug my trackball. Alright, see? You can drift on war steeds too. But yeah, basically the automatic slowdown on war steeds is amazing. So you don't have to press the S key to stop. And it slows down more naturally. Plug my mouse back in. You double hit the back key to stop the steed easy? Oh yeah, you can do that too. That always seems a little too stressful for me.
We are beset by foes on all sides. They press us most cruelly.
Okay, show this oppressive night, but that's not the only wordy. Okay, Corsairs harry our coast, and Haradrim they bring on their ships to disembark at burn our fields. You seek to learn the progress of the Corsair fleet. There's a lighthouse to the southwest. That'll provide a good vantage point. That way we'll be thick with Corsairs in Haradrim. Or Shaganas. Drift to slow ease our burden somewhat. Alright. Yeah, that's basically it. Is double tapping the S key does it. We're gonna go murder some Haradrim. Wanna come along? We're gonna go to Baradril. And then we're gonna go murder some Corsairs and some Haradrim. And hopefully nobody that will eventually meet their friends. You know what I'm talking about if you played through the Song of Waves and Wind. I'm just saying. Thank you for the follow, The Sleepless. We're here to give away a code for 30 days of VIP. Just type the word Gondor in chat. Get entered into the drawing. And then I'm gonna go kill a bunch of Corsairs in Haradrim. Hello there. You really like mounted combat, yeah. It is pretty dead for future stuff. No exclamation point, just Gondor without it. Just Gondor. Hi, guys. That was fun! Perhaps with the next expansion, we don't know. I'm still curious what Orion was talking about. in the last cave troll that... Oh, Montclair, did we find out for sure? What Orion actually said in Cave Troll? I didn't have a chance to go back and watch it. You've only done mounted combat and hunter and champion. Mounted combat is probably best on most casters, range characters. You look for summer. Yeah, I just completely blanked on it because I was dealing with fixing shit. Hi, Storm Lost. I feel you up against my foot. My foot is suddenly warm. Rude. There's a lot of bad guys in there. Don't you remember when Scenario did his Anduin tour? He went to the top of that. And we're like, oh, go up to the mountain, go up to the mountain! And he did. Okay, so we need some, another Corsair, but these are all Haradrim. Let's kill more Haradrim because I'm amused. And I want to go get that thing inside. Hello, Scamper Cat. Well, there's a Corsair. There's more Corsairs. So, hey, we got Corsairs. Ooh, it's a heavy adorned chest too. Oh yeah. We definitely want that. That was clutch. That was a clutch save right there. Ryan directly states that we're not going to see kinship changes in the expansion. Update 49 was initially supposed to be kinship heavy. They had a name for the update because of that, way in advance. I remember that part because I asked them a question. They want to go through the process of getting a name approved with their partners. I still want you to make sure you said expansion. Fair enough. Fair dinkum. It's being worked on in the background. So we still don't know definitively what Orion meant by whatever thing that they're doing that's part of the expansion that is supposed to be appealing to all. Okay, is this on the inside or the outside? I don't know. It's probably inside. Alright, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I wanna go get my level. Yeah, I remember him saying that the kinship stuff was still being worked on, but that I remember him saying that it wasn't going to be part of the expansion. That something else was going to be part of the expansion instead. You dirty rat. No, I'm not going to be doing your quests. No. Oh, maybe I will be doing your quest. Hello?
I beg your pardon?
You're on the way to Callambel, but you need to pick up a shipment of wine from Van and Gerlin first. Oh, okay. Oh, the wine cellar quest. That'll be fun. You didn't ask about the expansion, but about U49, yeah. I was commenting about U49 about the name. That was the part that I was asking about. Oh, he's resting. He's not gonna attack. Good. I'll just loot this corpse while he's screwing around.
Will we ever see the sun again?
Oh, you lost your doggy. Oh. I'm guessing the doggo is in the cellar as well. Oh man, only one bottle of wine left. Okay, is no doggo down here?
I beg your pardon.
Ding! 99. 99. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, where's the doggo? I don't see the doggo on here. Oh, and there's no quest focus. So your doggo chased after a cat all of a sudden. Oh, there's a doggo. Hello, Helionyx! I found Pebble the doggo. Yeah, they often do tributes. It was a matter of time before somebody was gonna do a Bonnie Tyler thing. Do I have Pebble with me? Where's Pebble? Where's Pebble? Oh. Oh my god! Pebble is Sarah Oakhart in dog form. Oh, shoot! Hey, you leave Pebble alone, you bastard! Get over here. Yeah, you leave Pebble alone, you fucker. Get over here. He's gonna get me, but I'm gonna get him. Aw, get him, get him, get him! Oh, let me keep going. Yeah, we did it! Me and Pebble! Me and Pebble did the thing! Hell yeah. And that was a mournful, so fucker! That was... in fairness, he got me. He got me. He had us in the first half. But then I used my free So, yeah. But poor Pebble is like Sarah Oakhart. Why are you going that way? What kind of dog are you, Pebble? Look like a mutt. And there's nothing wrong with mutts. Hi, Scamper. Pebble is really evil and a servant of Sauron. Big Mikey. Everybody, if you haven't already put the word Gondor in chat, just the word Gondor, no punctuation, just Gondor. You can enter the drawing for a 30-day VIP code to Lotro. And Scamper's like touching my arm like, pick me up, let me be... There you go.
We woke this morning to no sun, no light of day.
Yeah, get out of town. Wait, okay, there we go. I was like, where's my XP? I saved your damn dog. Alright, let's get back to Linhir. And we'll do the giveaway because it's been 3 hours. And I want to go finish eating my supper because I didn't finish eating my supper before the stream. We all stop for Skarn because it's on the way. Hey, Helionyx! I PvP did Battleground Blitz last night for like hours. Yeah, we're going around these guys. Oh shit. Yeah, we're going around these guys. And I wound up almost 200 rating higher than when I started. So in fairness, one of the matches I got 102 rating. So yeah. And so I crossed 1500. So I just have 3 more milestones to make to finish where I want to finish, which is basically 1950s where I want to end that. Yeah, I just want the elite paladin set because it's blue and silver, and I want the weapon illusion. So it's nice, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough time to grind out the rest of it unless I just happen to get very fortunate. Like, the queue last night was just like bam, 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 bam. It was just like hopping. So I was like in BG after BG. It was so weird. And I was actually hoping to just slam BGs all afternoon just to keep working on it. Except I spent the afternoon fixing my Razor Tartarus, so now I can actually properly play video games with my thumbstick, making my life easy. Ingalad. Let's turn this quest in.
I do not want to weigh you down with our troubles, but...
Okay, a child has gone missing. I know where she is. Alright, we're not gonna do this quest right now. It'll have to wait until I get back from Gen Con. Alright, so let's do the giveaway for the 30-day VIP code, and you have to be here to win. So hopefully nobody's gone to bed yet. Alright, let's do the thing. Ah, right at the last second. Ada, good job. Alright. Oh, Farflim is also in there. Giveaway close, here we go. Alright, giveaway draw. Oh, the last entry gets it. Farflim, good job. Though I thought you entered earlier, but that's okay. You're here. GG's. Whisper. Open a whisper window. Oh, it's being a butthead. It's being a butthead tonight. Alright. We'll get you on this window. Alright, let me grab this code. I don't have another VIP code in August because I get one every month. And I sure as hell can't use them because I'm a lifetime member of this game. You have to pry this video game from a cold dead hand. Alright. Alright. And there you go. We did a lot of content today. We started off in Dol Amroth and we're all the way here into other bits of Gondor. And oh, I got a wrist piece that doesn't help me at all. But as you can also see, I really need to get better gear for this character. Holy shit. Alright, I'm going to clean my bags up, but I'm going to do that after the stream. You know the drill. Be good. We're level 99. We currently have 6 more levels to go before we catch up to the game. Just in time for it to jump ahead with the next level update. I'm not even sure when that's happening, but soon, TM. Oh, hey, can I use this? Ooh, do I want to use it? Let's see. More armor, less will, less vitality. But tactical mastery rating. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Alright. Well, let's get on out of here. Be good. And if you can't be good at it. I will see you hopefully tomorrow night on DDO stream. I'll be on the official Standing Stone channel. Playing some Dungeons & Dragons online. And Monday I'll be playing some more DDO for my non-official stream called Let the Dice Decide, where I have a spreadsheet of characters, and then I roll a 1d41, and whichever character it lands on is the one I play, unless they've been on in the last 10 episodes, and then I roll again. Alright, I will talk to y'all later. Bye now. Where's my button? There's my button.